Hello and welcome to Talk of the Town, CW57's new weekly talk show. We're so glad you're here with us. You know, Talk of the Town is all about fun, local, and positive stories. And you know what? During this joyous time of year, that's exactly what the Madison area offers. So we're going to get right to our first guest. Jeremy Waugh joins us. Now tell us about the holiday fantasy and lights, because this is one of the most wonderful things that the Madison area really offers this time of year.
It is a beautiful community event. It's put on by National Electrical Contractors Association, also known as NECA, and the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, also known as IBEW.
Now this has been going on for how long, Jeremy?
25 years now. 1989 it started in Warner Park with 12 displays. And in 1996 it moved to Olin Park with over 50 displays now.
Yeah, it's growing every year, and I'm sure there's more and more people that say, I want to be a part of that, because there has got to be a lot of cars that go through that area between, well, really before Thanksgiving all the way through New Year's.
That's right. There's a lot of cars. There's a lot of cars that go through, yeah.
I think the best part is, you know, my family and I went and saw it. It was actually before Thanksgiving, so before any snow. And you really want to go see it a couple of times. I mean, it's free, and you're able to see, you know, all the snowfall, and it really gives it a much different twist once it's the holiday season and you're into December.
It does. Once the snow is on the ground, it really brings the lights to life. Even though it's at dark, the snow makes it a different adventure.
Well, and they are constantly changing. There's new ones every year, right? So people, if they're thinking, oh, I went and saw that last year, that's not a reason to not go see it again, right?
We're constantly adding. Like in 2009, we changed over to LEDs. That made the lights look different. Plus, it's over 75% cost savings in electrical.
Absolutely. Now, I know you guys have a great website where people can go on. What is that website?
fantasyandlights.com.
Okay, and it's now through the new year. You can go on and see it.
Yeah, through New Year's, dusk to dawn. It is free admission, but we'll also gladly accept a donation.
Of course, and you're able to actually turn the radio so the lights play with a certain radio station, is that right?
That's right. It broadcasts over a channel AM, just like an old drive-in movie theater. So when you go through, you can hear the music, and it's exciting.
Yeah, that's very neat. Now, do you have a favorite light display?
They have an elf slide display where you can actually see the animations go down the slide, and it's neat to see it in motion too.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is going at least 2 or 3 times through, because there's so many things to look at, and especially if there's a line of cars behind you, you don't want to be holding people up. So when we've gone, I usually go through about 2 or 3 times and give a little donation every time, but that's the most fun, I think.
Well, driving in Madison, you're used to other traffic on the road with you. They're there to see the lights too. Go slow.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, we're going to get ready for our next guest. We thank you so much for being with us. Happy holidays to you. And again, you can see the lights now through New Year's, fantasyandlights.com for more information. Dusk to dawn will give you the best view of all those beautiful lights. So right after this, it's time for a big meal. So stay with us. We're back. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Our holiday stories continue. You know, when most people think of the holidays, they think of food, family, and fun, but that is not the case for every family around our area. Luckily for us, we have Carly and Karen joining us today from First United Methodist Church. Now tell us what your church has done for the last, I believe it's 31 Christmases.
Well, our community outreach meal has become a tradition in the community, and especially in the downtown community. We partner with churches, members, friends, and all in the community to prepare a meal that's a traditional meal. But I would say more importantly, what we do is come together as people on a holiday, sharing of the Christmas spirit and of one another's company. So it's the food, the fellowship, the Christmas spirit. And what is really fun is seeing folks who have come over the years, and whether that be volunteers, one of our many hundred volunteers, or somebody who you broke bread with and gotten to know during a holiday season and opened up your heart and heard from that person. It's a very special bond.
Oh, I would imagine. And it's like you said, it's truly, you know, in a lot of people's minds, the most joyous day of the entire year. So to be with that many people, how many people on average do you guys serve on Christmas Day?
Well, let me think here. When Carly comes in and shares the prayer with our guests who are waiting, is for me one of the most special moments of the meal, because, you know, it's the beginning of that special event, and I would say right about that time, Carly would probably 200, 250, and
Wow.
we plan for 500.
Yes.
Because we don't know how many folks are going to come. And then we also invite our volunteers to eat. We have about 200 volunteers.
Oh, it would take
So-
a small army to put on something like that with
Yeah.
that many people, I would imagine, and a lot of prep work with all of the food, and it's not a meal that comes together in an hour or anything
No.
like that.
No. How many meals are delivered, Karen?
Well, last year we delivered 310. This season we're changing the delivery, and thanks for asking, Carly, because our focus has now become the community meal on site with homebound deliveries to folks who are unable to come. So we'd like to invite folks to receive a delivered meal who may be elderly, may have a disability and not be able to get in. And interesting question, because we changed that with our Thanksgiving community meal, in that some of the folks came in knowing that. They said, you know, I'm glad I came in. It's such a different experience.
Oh,
And I'll
right.
be back. And so they'll be back for Christmas.
Well, and you know, most importantly, it's for the people who are truly alone. I mean, what a sad day to be alone, but to get that meal delivered and still be eating it on your own is a much different feeling than coming in and feeling that joy and having that fellowship with all of those people. What is it like for you to worship that time of year and have all of these people in your big, beautiful church right downtown, and having, you know, a gathering of so many different people from all across, you know, really the community coming back into town?
One of the most exciting things about Christmas and the Christmas Eve services is all the people who come, from family members from out of town, people who've come back just to visit First Church. It's a joy to welcome everyone. And this year we have a special family worship service at 4 o'clock in our fellowship hall for parents with young children or grandparents who don't want to go out after dark, who also want an opportunity for their kids not to have to just sit down and be quiet, but to participate. So we encourage young families to come, or anybody else who enjoys being around children, to come at 4 o'clock. And then at 7 and 9, it's such an excitement of music and message and the presence of a new birth, new life, new opportunity. It's the key, it's the source, it's the foundation of everything we do the next day.
And that's all, those services are all on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, 4 p.m. for the family service, 7 and 9 p.m. for the services in the sanctuary.
What is it like to be in your downtown location? I know you guys have been in a couple different locations over the past several years. What is that downtown crowd like?
Downtown is a mixture of everyone in Madison. We have the people who like to visit downtown, we have the people who live downtown, and the people who come downtown for services. It's a wonderful community, and it's the opportunity for us to connect with people we might not otherwise connect with.
Absolutely. We have time for one more question. Just tell us a little bit about the food pantry that you guys also run out of your church. I know that's a big part of what you guys do.
It sure is. Well, one of the things to share is that we served over 3,000 individuals last year. So we're a very active pantry. We're what you call a choice pantry. So folks coming into our pantry can select the items they would like. And you know, a lot of pantries are pre-bagged and there aren't a lot of choices. So when I'm ordering and procuring food, one of the big things that I look for are health and choices, because not all families prepare the same meals. And we see different types of demographic come in. We would like more rice or more dry beans and the like. So the success of the food pantry, I think, is that it's volunteer driven, and it really is a labor of love from, as Carly mentioned, folks in the community
Right.
who may not even live in the community, but they would like to be provide a thriving food pantry for folks downtown, which is definitely unique.
Thanks for staying with us. We have a great family event next. Joining me here is Natalie Healey with Dream Bank Madison. Now first tell us what that is.
Sure, I'd love to. American Family Insurance is actually who we are. So American Family Insurance Dream Bank. At American Family, we believe that your dream is the most important thing that you'll ever own. So much so that we built Dream Bank it's dedicated to the pursuit of dreams. So we're a community space open for people to come and use our interactive tools and technology to help discover what their dream is. And then we invite them to attend our free events that are designed to help you find inspiration to pursue your dreams.
What a fun industry to work in, and the people that you're dealing with in regards to helping people truly find their dreams, because that is a wonderful thing. The more people that can do that, the better this world would be.
I couldn't agree more. It's definitely quite different. It feeds my soul, my job does. So that's it's a nice change.
I bet. Now you guys have a number of Saturday events going on in December, and like you said, free to families in the Madison area. Tell us about those and what's going on.
So all of our events during the week are geared towards adults, so dreamers pursuing their dreams. We have workshops and presentations that are inspirational. Then weekends, as you said, are family friendly. So in the past we've had things like Zumba and kids jazzercise. We have Read to the Dogs, which is a time where we invite reading education assistance dogs to come in, and being that they are non-judgmental listeners, kids feel comfortable reading to them.
Of course.
So in December, we're actually doing Pictures with Santa and holiday crafting. And then you can come in and get your free copy or your free print, and also a digital copy if you want to make your own Christmas card. And then towards the end of the month, we're doing something extra special. And
this is the Dream Bank Retreat. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's our winter break dream retreat. So each day we're going to have a family-friendly activity for people to come in and enjoy the space and get out of the cold. We always have hot chocolate and coffee, tea, chocolate dipped marshmallows.
Ooh, yum.
Yes, exactly. Please join us. So we're kicking off the week with a cookie decorating extravaganza. So we're inviting families to come in and make the mess there, and we'll clean it up.
There you go. It's great for all parents with kids. They're going to want that.
Exactly. And then we actually are taking the 2 days off after that for Christmas, for for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But then we're going to do holiday thank you cards the following day, that Thursday. So we have all the supplies that you need to make handmade thank you cards to say thank you to whomever may have gotten you a gift or just somebody that you appreciate. Friday, then after that, we're having the Wonders of Physics show. So we're partnering with the physics department at UW Madison to teach kids about physics. And then that Saturday, we're having Madison East girls step team called Kioja. They're doing a couple performances there as well.
Now, step team, is that like a dance thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So they use rhythm in their bodies. So they do clapping, stomping, and calling out. So
that sounds like a lot of fun. It's a great time of year for that too. With kids off of school, parents are like, okay, what do I do with the kids now? It's cold. Sometimes they can only be out for 15 minutes before their hands are numb and they're looking for something to do. So that's great. Just tell us the website where people can go to find out more information as far as dates and times and when you guys are open.
Sure. It is www.amfam.com/dreambank, and you can look under upcoming events, and that's where you can RSVP for the events as well.
Awesome. So I am curious to know, what are some of the different dreams that people have come in and just kind of found out of nowhere that they want to do or explore?
That's a really good question. What I find the most fascinating about the fact that we are Dream Bank and what our mission is that it's such a universal platform. Everybody has a dream, no matter how old you are, and if you don't, you should. That's something that you feel comfortable kind of encouraging people to discover about themselves.
Definitely.
So we have a lot of people want to be their own boss. That's something that we see a lot, which is why we gear our Tuesday events towards small business owners and entrepreneurs who are either established or just getting started. But I think the most common dream that we see is a healthy family and happiness.
Well, what better dream can there be than that?
Exactly.
And all of your events are really geared around that. Is it great to see these families coming in and kind of all being together, the kids telling Santa what they want for Christmas? I mean, that range of emotions from you know, the holidays are finally here and our kind of work for the year is kind of coming to a close, and it's just family togetherness. That must be great to see.
It's beautiful. I mean, our theme right now is actually attitude of gratitude. So all of our exhibits are designed to help you say thank you to the right people. And yep, we have a gratitude gifting station actually that has a place where you can send out thank you postcards, thank you notes, and we stamp them and send them out for you. And then you can also make a small gift like a rainbow loom bracelet, origami, or a Ductivities craft, I suppose. But it's all just about showing your gratitude and being thankful for what you do already have, because the universe, when you're thankful, the universe does conspire to give you more things to be grateful for.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Again, just one more quick thing, just the website where people can go to find out more information.
Sure, it's www.amfam.com/dreambank.
Natalie, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Wonderful things you guys are doing in the community. Next up, it's the holiday shoebox. You guys can fill a shoebox with your family, and Pastor Rick Badger is going to be here right after this. More Talk of the Town is next. We're back here on Talk of the Town, and we have time for one more holiday story, and this is an opportunity for you to really make a dream come true for a family this holiday season. Joining me today is Pastor Rick Badger and Terry Herr with Operation Shoebox. So first of all, tell us what this Operation Shoebox is.
Shoebox Gifts for Kids is a program to provide needed academic and personal items during the Christmas season for children and single mothers living in shelters, participating in community neighborhood center programs, or in low-income families in the Madison area and neighboring communities. Winners for Christ, Inc. oversees the collection and distribution of gift boxes to individual families and to agencies who request them.
Okay, so all of these shoeboxes stay local. I think that's a really important thing, because there's so many great things that different charities and different things that you can give, but it's really nice when people know that the things that they're buying and that they're spending money on are affecting those families right in our own neighborhood.
Right here in Madison and the surrounding communities, yes.
In fact, I'm sorry, several of the agencies, some of the local shelters, Salvation Army, East Madison Neighborhood Center, the Vera Court Neighborhood Center, and then we just started up a pantry at our church. The Acewood Alliance Pantry is also an agency. So we're really trying to have the agencies, the local neighborhood agencies, be a distribution site rather than trying to deliver to individual families.
Right,
so
that
that's
makes
kind
sense.
of the breakdown.
Now, how did this all get started?
This was a vision of my late wife, Minister Lucille Badger. I ended up accepting a job here in Madison from Illinois, and her question was, what will I do? And so she ended up starting this 5013C, Winners for Christ, which is women individually nurturing and reaching souls. And part of that ministry involved getting these shoebox gifts to children. It was originally for children, but it expanded to women and men, and it's just been taken off. And one of the things that she wanted to do, instead of putting a lot of toys, she wanted to have practical items.
Right.
Gloves, hats, scarves, academic things for kids, and it started back in 2001, and thank God it's still going on today.
Well, how special that, you know, not only did she start it, but that you're able to continue it in her memory and have all these people that participate. I mean, it's such a wonderful thing when families can say, all right, we're going to fill a shoebox. Let's get creative. What can we fit in there? Some toothbrushes, toothpaste, whatever it may be. But I like the idea that it's practical things, because that's needed, especially for these families, more than any toys or you know, wants, I guess you could say, around the Christmas time.
And I've got to let you know, even though Terry and I are here today, we have a team of people that make this happen. Last year we were able to have 685 gifts that came in and was circulated and distributed. And so part of that team is Roxanne Johnson from Fountain of Life Church. She's responsible for getting them to the community centers. And this year we have two new people, Jan Ingham and Tidra Studnicka, who will help coordinate and be your team leaders.
Oh yeah, with anything good that goes on, there's always a team of people behind it, that's for sure. What is it like for you guys to be involved, to see all these gifts come in, to be thankful to all these people that bring it in, but then have that joy of dropping them off to these families, and they get to open a gift? For some families, that might be the only gift that they get.
It's pretty overwhelming. We get some of the drop-off sites include the Family Christian Stores East
Right.
and Life 102.5 Studios, which is closer to the west side. And usually Pastor takes all the seats out of his van and loads them up and brings them to our rather small church building on Acewood Boulevard, and some people will just drop them off there directly. So we basically clear out an entire classroom and fill it from floor to ceiling with these boxes, and then they're sorted by age range and sex of the child, and then adults as well. So there's little signs up all over the wall and floor to ceiling boxes. So it's
Wow.
very overwhelming, and it's just it brings you back to your childhood when you see these piles of gifts and you're like, oh, it's just heartwarming. It's exciting.
In fact, we've already had our first donation come this week, and so 21 boxes, and so we've already started to
That's
collect
wonderful.
them.
And you guys will really take these boxes anytime through the holiday season, because if they come in, you'll find a family that will need them.
And I've never seen anybody refuse a gift, even if it's in January. and we get some that come in, late,
Right.
and we give them out.
Absolutely.
And they're not saying wait till next year. No, they'll
Right.
give them right then and there.
Right. And I think usually there are requests that will come in a little bit later, and so we always have requests that are sort of, if you have extra gifts, it would work here.
Sure.
So we're sometimes filling requests even, like you said, in January.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, let's just, for people who are just tuning in now, let's just kind of go back over. So people can have the rest of really December to kind of put a shoebox together with their family and kind of make it a go, and they drop it off at different places. Is the best place to go online where they can then see the different drop-off locations for people to see?
Sure, there's just really the two drop-off sites at this point, and that's the Life 102.5 Studios and the Family Christian Stores East. But we also take gifts by appointment. They can be dropped directly off at the church, which is at 602 Acewood Boulevard. And the phone number for that is 608-288-0797.
Also, the address for Life 102.5 is 5606 Medical Circle on the west side near Whitney Way in the Beltline. And the Family Bookstore, their address is 1746 Egan Road, which is near the Easttown Mall.
Excellent. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for doing what you're doing for the community. I hope you guys get a lot of shoe boxes. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you. A big thank you to Terry and Pastor Rick, to all of our guests here today. From everyone here at CW57, we wish you a very happy holiday. We'll see you next time. Nice job, you guys.
Okay. Great. Thank you for having me.